Hi guys. Oh wow. Okay. So I have a lot of things to address. First of all, it has been a while since I made a video because I've been really busy with the new semester I have in my school. But I've just gotten back on track into watching more movies and shows. I've just watched Sinister 2012, scariest movie I've ever seen in my life. But because of the hype right now around Demon Slayer movie, Mugen Train, I'm gonna talk about that instead of the Sinister movie. Honestly, I've watched a lot. Before we get into Demon Slayer, Mugen Train, I know you want to hear about that. But firstly, I've watched Sinister 2012. I watched all 4 seasons of The Crown. Brilliant acting. Sometimes when I'm bored, I just stay in my room and I just talk in alright, of course. Who are you referring to? In Princess Diana's voice, because it's just fun. I think a lot of people in America can relate to me on this because I feel like it's like a thing to just talk in a British accent just for fun once in a while. Anyways, it's been a while and I want to talk about Demon Slayer Mugen Train, and it's been released in Singapore. I watched it for the second time yesterday. Yep, exactly that. I watched it for the second time yesterday. And tears, this is me coming out of the cinema because I cried like the child. Hopefully you guys know what Demon Slayer is. If you don't, I think it's available on Netflix to watch the season for the anime. But if you want to watch the movie, I think it'll only be released in America next year, January or February. So yeah. I've watched it twice. So the first time I watched it alone, and the second time I watched it with my friends. And let me just tell you, I cried really badly. It's kind of insane when you think about it, because the movie, first of all, let's talk about what the movie is about, right? It basically starts off the same way as it ended in the anime. Why does my voice sound so weird? And then you have this whole movie that's 116 minutes long, and I came in to watch the movie with low expectations, I would say, because in the manga, I've read everything in the manga for Demon Slayer. In the manga, they did tell you what's going to happen, right? And it includes a pillar called Rengoku, and I've read about the entire arc. And when I read the manga, I didn't get why people like this arc, because I really disliked the arc. But then when they animated into a movie and I watched it and then I cried, I realized how good the production company did. UFO table, by the way. Now, first of all, let's talk about the storyline. The storyline is good. They included basically everything in the manga. So if you're a manga reader of the anime, and you are very particular about whether the anime adapts this or that from the manga, you can be sure that you're not going to be disappointed as a manga reader, because they did make it significantly better. So I didn't cry when I read that arc in the manga, but when I watched the movie, God, I cried. I bawled like a child the first time and the second time. Yesterday, I watched with my friends. After the credits started rolling, I leaned forward and I started crying. And then my friend patted me on the back and I started crying even harder. So as I exited the theater, I was gasping for air and trying to breathe, and my eyes were swollen, basically, with my mascara running down my cheek. So it was a really great movie. For the storyline, it's clear, crisp. They got everything in. It has extremely sad moment and moments you don't anticipate it's gonna come out, but it also has the happy and funny moments with Zenitsu and Inosuke, which is there were a group of girls behind me who were laughing every time Zenitsu said something. So yeah, storyline, honestly, I don't have much to. Oh, this might be one of the best anime movie I have ever seen in my life, because they didn't change anything from the manga. So you are basically set with the storyline. They don't change anything. Anime movies like Violet Evergarden, the one with Amy this year that came out, and then there was Weathering with You. It's just, there are no plot holes to this where it's oh, you should have done that and then you wouldn't have did this, and then you don't have to do that. It's just, it gets straight into the point. It makes sense, logically speaking and emotionally speaking. The storyline is incredible. I cried at 3 different parts of the movie, and towards the end I was just bawling my eyes out. You're not going to be disappointed with the storyline, so I'm just going to build your excitement for this movie. Now let's talk about the animation. I've watched the entire anime, and I think anyone who watches Demon Slayer or Kimetsu no Yaiba, they know that the best episode for this entire anime is episode 19 in season 1. So episode 19, you know that scene, right? The animation scene where Tanjiro uses that I presume you've already watched the anime. He uses the Kagura dance breath style, and then that animation, right, got me goosebumps. When I was watching it, I was like, oh my god, the music, the animation, the expression, the voiceover, everything was incredible. And I was like, have I ever felt this excited and have goosebumps over my back over like a fighting anime? And the answer is no. That was the first time an episode of an anime has made me feel like that. So I came into the movie like the animation can be that good, right? It's probably just like some fighting and whatever. It can't be that good. Wow, it is incredible. I myself am a big fan of Tanjiro using the fire and the flames instead of like the water breathing style, because it just fits his like personality, you know what I'm saying? Because we include this character, right, in the manga called Rengoku, and he's the flame pillar. You get to see a lot of fire breathing style animation, and he came in and he did like his breathing style, and I remember watching it for the first time. I was like, this is the animation. Wait, oh, and I was in love. I absolutely fell in love with the animation. It is incredible. The whole movie has the same standard, if not a higher standard and higher quality than the animation they did in episode 19. The music, everything, the fight scenes, the way they choreograph the fight. I know it's an anime, you're like, how can they choreograph the fight? You know, they just draw the breathing style. They do choreograph the fight, and you follow your eyes and you're like, this is incredible. It's so hard to put it in words, but the way you can think about this is that when you watch the movie, right, it is basically the intensity. Hey, please, I'm recording. I'm recording. It is basically the intensity of the episode 19 anime style, and it's like, oh my god, I don't know how to explain it to you, except like the animation style is incredible. There's literally no fault with how they animated everything. The style is completely the same as the anime. The breathing style, incredible. The music, the soundtrack, everything just makes this movie, I think, one of the best anime movies I've ever watched in my entire life. It is incredible. Honestly, this movie, I've watched Weathering With You movie, right? That animation was incredible. You know, the Your Name style, the animation, the 4K quality and stuff. And I feel like this has because Demon Slayer has a very distinct style, and when they did the animation, it was incredible. I literally stopped in my seat and I was like, this is what I'm going to be seeing for the rest of the movie. Okay, I could have paid $30 for this. I could pay $30 for this on top of like a membership to watch this, and I'll be like, it's totally worth it because it's incredible. So when it comes out in cinema in America, be sure to go and check out Demon Slayer movie, because it's absolutely incredible. And if you don't know what I'm talking about for the past 8 minutes about what the hell I'm talking about, what the hell is Demon Slayer? What is Kimetsu no Yaiba? Again, go watch it on Netflix. It's an anime about demons. I mean, it sounds lame when you say it. Like, oh yeah, it's an anime about demons, like Demon Slayer. Yeah, it's kind of lame. But when you watch it, it's a different story. I'm never a fan of like fighting anime, but Demon Slayer really, really takes the cake. Is that what you say? It takes the cake for it? Takes the cake? 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 Takes the piece? Demon Slayer really takes the cake. And it is incredible. I mean, I could have went and rewatched it a third time, but I just don't have time because of how busy my schedule has been. But it is absolutely an incredible movie. I do recommend you guys to, if you've never heard of this, go and watch the anime, and then when the movie comes out next year, go and watch it in the theaters, because you're not going to regret it. It is an absolutely fantastic anime. I know people say it's overhyped. I believe that the manga is like slightly worse than the anime, because when they make it animated, it is so much more impactful. It is much more impactful when it's animated. It has the music and the style and the voice acting. Everything is, I think, this is one of the best anime series that we're gonna have in this decade, Demon Slayer. And I cannot wait to see the next season coming out soon. And I absolutely cannot wait for them to animate the last arc in the chapter, because that last arc in the chapter is insane. If you watch Demon Slayer, if you read Demon Slayer manga, you understand when I say when the last arc is absolutely insane. So that's pretty much it for my review about Demon Slayer. and I hope to. I honestly have nothing bad to say about it. Like, I know you want me to talk about like how bad this movie is. I literally have no flaws. Breathtaking. You leave the cinema and you're like, what was wrong with this movie? No plot holes, nothing. It's absolutely incredible. So do watch it. I absolutely incredible. I've been surrounding myself with so much good movies and series for this past week. Sinister, The Crown, The Queen's Gambit, and thank you guys for watching. Again, watch Demon Slayer. I promise you, you're not gonna be disappointed. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the very next episode of just me reviewing about movies.